Hi, Andy.
Great to see you at a reunion.
Oh!
Say everything to people's faces.
I do. Wake up, bobblehead.
Do you have a mute button?
Girl, thank you. Don't just eat your life away.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 4 Reunion Part 2. I want to say, I feel like with Andy, gave Monica a lot of grace. And I feel like if this was anyone else, especially of what we know what has transpired, I feel like if it's anyone else, I feel like Andy would have went a little bit harder, like how he went at Monique, like how he went with Candace. It's a lot of things. I feel like Andy has let a lot of things slide with these women, but I just feel like Andy actually likes Monica, which I feel like she's gonna come back. So, but y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
Open up the episode with Monica and Andy still going at it after Andy over here told her, like, you left your kids over here homeless and toothless while you was over here in the street chasing. Oh, girl.
Nobody wants you here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm very well aware. Is there any way to make it a little warmer? It is so cold, and she's...
So, you know, they're going back and forth, and, you know, in the midst of all the chaos, Meredith was like, excuse me, it's cold in here. She's freezing. Can we heat it up? I'm like, girl, y'all are on a snow set with a boat, with deserts, with building. It's so random, but to each his own. But, you know, Monica basically talks about, they segue over to Monica and her mother and their destructive, toxic relationship. Like, her relationship for me is very triggering with her mother. And we all see how horrible on both sides they are. It's not one or the other. Both of them contribute to the relationship and both of them are horrible to each other, period.
Her 12-year-old to go pursue a career in television. Do we think your mom was kind of auditioning to be a housewife a little?
But her mother is an op, right? So Monica basically tells us, like, you know, she's not talking to her mama. They're not in a good place. They're not cool. So she does not know why her family backed out of the whole Bermuda trip. I could have remembered during the episode that she said that they backed out because they didn't want to film on camera. But, I mean, we still don't know what happened. Like, so it's going to be an unresolved mystery until Monica mama Linda get on social media and tweet away. So Monica brings up the whole fact that she feel like her mother basically wanted to go on the trip and she asked production could she go to Bermuda, and they were like, no, girl, no. And she got upset and she feels like allegedly that's the reason why they backed out. Like, she got her people to back out. She don't really know. She just going off with like suggestions and stuff. So Andy is just like, you know, Monica, you know, you and your dad, like, you know, have you talked to your dad? Have you seen him since he left? She was like, no, I don't even know what this man looked like. I don't know him from a hole in the wall, the ants on the ground, and the clouds in the sky. So I don't know this man. And then he was like, okay, so why did your mama leave you at 12 years old? Like, what did she go do? She was like, yeah, she went to New York to be on TV. Girl. So the conversation is really building up to the fact that Monica's mother basically wanted to be on the show and probably, to be honest, to be a housewife. Like I said before, you know, I feel like Monica's mother is in competition with her and she's always trying to, you know, do better than her daughter or be in her daughter's place. So Andy asked, and it's like, yeah, you know, your mother's retweeting a lot of nasty things about you, just very damaging. To be honest, I haven't seen her mother retweet stuff. I've seen her mother tweet stuff and basically said that, Monica, this is not the narrative. You're over here spinning it. Now, my whole thing is, do I believe her mother all the way? No. But I don't believe Monica all the way either. Everything that Monica has said up to this point, I have to question now because of at the end of the season, you over here was exposed to be one of many to be a part of this whole blog takedown account. So, girl, your whole character and morals are now in question. So now I have to question you, Monica, right? So Andy's like, you know, Lisa, you know, you and Monica have clashed. Do you regret saying the comments about her mother and relating to her, you know, when Monica related to her Ted Bundy? If I was Lisa, I was like, look, I said what I said. And at the end of the day, if she don't like it, she don't like it. She did what she did at the end. She was a part of that whole, it all goes full circle. Like, you want me to feel bad for this woman after being a part of a account that has trolled and bullied them for X amount of time. Mind you, I don't know the severity, but if the severity is like how they saying, then Like, she don't get no grace for me, none. If I was Lisa, right? So Lisa, like, at the end of the day, I talked to her. Lisa's like, look, I saw what I saw, and all I can go off of is what I saw. But, you know, looking at the show, I could see how it, you know, was very tumultuous. But I don't have no comment because it's really it's none of my business. Yeah, I agree, you know. So Monica basically brings up how her mother wanted to be on the show and said this prayer, how she, basically, Monica thought she did bad on the final interview. And her mother, she went to her mama's house and she was just like, yeah, you know, let's say a prayer. And the prayer was like, if Monica doesn't get it, let me get it.
I was like, da-da-da-da-da. And my mom said, let's say a prayer. And then she prayed that she would get it instead.
Somehow, some way. I'm like, girl, first of all, delusional. Because one, what you got going on? Two, what's your story? Three, like, did you even do casting? I mean, so, you know, Whitney basically talks about, you know, her removing her father from her life because, you know, he was constantly disrespectful. I ultimately, you know, have done the same thing with my father. Me and my dad, we're not really in a good place. I don't have any ill will towards him. I wish him nothing but the best. However, there comes a point in life where you have to set boundaries, and if people want to constantly cross those boundaries and cross the line with you, you have to either set the ground rules to let them know, like, I'm not gonna let you constantly keep disrespecting me, and that means I have to remove you from my life. Then I'm gonna do that, period. So that's what I did. You know, we haven't talked since 2020. We haven't talked since 2022 on my birthday. So it was what it was.
Did someone get thrown down a staircase or something?
No.
What happened?
This was right after the conversation with my mom. I was going down to the basement to get my girls to...
So Monica, she basically reenacts the whole way that she fell down Angie's house. We see the video.
You, literally.
You alright?
And she basically threatened to sue. And Angie's telling her, like, okay, so you threatened to sue? Like, okay, so what's the tea? What's going on? Monica's like, you know, Angie, do you find everything to be a problem with me? Girl, fuck all of that. At the end of the day, you over here open your mouth and talk about you want to sue somebody, so speak on it, right?
That you make a living off of suing people. Bitch, I have never sued one person in my life.
So now Monica's like, you know, am I suing anyone? Am I suing anyone? And Heather's like, I mean, you're suing me.
Dude, it's all over the have I sued? You threatened to sue me and you're suing me. Who have I sued?
Are you suing Heather?
No, I responded to her.
And I'm like, Heather, I'm gonna need for you to turn the volume on your vocal box from a 2 to a 35. Because right now, you're a little too quiet for me, right? Like, what are we doing? So Monica's just like, you know, Monica throws Meredith under the bus yet again. She's just like, man, well, Meredith told me that, you know, if I sue, I could take your house.
Conversation with Meredith, and I told her the situation, and she said, do you want her house? You could take her house. I did not say you could take her. Yes, you did.
Meredith's like,
I did not say that.
well, I said that she will be liable. My whole thing is like, it's crazy how, like, if you get hurt on somebody's property, they will be liable. But how do you be liable if you over here rushing out the place and you want to over here wear heels and go down the stairs? That's your fault. Yeah, personal problem, personal issue. What the fuck? And then Heather's like,
Meredith, did you say that?
Yes, you did. Meredith, I said it could be.
And I'm just like, after everything that went on, why do we even believe anything that Monica is even saying? I would look at her like, girl, she lying. Like, there's nothing for us to even talk about. Like, it's just crazy that the whole season, y'all been going after Meredith, and then Meredith finally gets vindicated, but then you gonna sit up here now and talk about, Meredith, did you say that? Crazy to me. And he's like, Lisa, you told Monica no one wants to be her mother.
And listen, I rebutted as sophomore as you dished it. You were the nasty one all season, not me, Monica. I was not the nasty one all season. Yes,
and then they have like this back and forth. And to be honest, if I was Lisa, I would tell Andy, like, yes, I said it. Nobody wants to be her mother. The gloves are off. Like, Monica said her stuff, going back and forth. I felt the girls were real kind of reserved, not trying to go back and forth.
Listen, this is why your mom talks to a tree, because you don't listen, you just want to dish and dish and dish. Throw my mom in my face.
Angie was like the only one that was really going there. I'm like, shout out to her. But, you know, I'm just like, come on now. So Andy asked a fan question about Monica's multiple identities. And, you know, he throws a little bit of shade. And then, you know, Monica's like, you know, my mother dropped her name and this or that. And I'm just like, girl, I don't give a fuck about that. Why do you have multiple names? Okay, you were married this time. Then you went back to this name. But then you picked up the other name. And then you had this other name. So I'm confused. Because now I should just start calling her Monica Darnell Fowler Diaglo Garcia.
My married name.
What's Delgado?
That's my dad's side.
That's your dad's side. What's Garcia?
Garcia is my mother's side. My mother.
That's all I want to know. Like, who is she? We don't know. So Monica accuses Lisa of, you know, she was like, yeah, you know, there's somebody that sat up here said that, you know, I changed my name to seem more Latina. And Angie's like, who said that? And she looks at Lisa. Lisa's like, girl,
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say it. What you looking at me about?
and she's like, you said it, Lisa. You said it. To be honest, Monica, it was in the whole casting email you put down. You said if you were looking for a fiery Latina. I mean, you said it too. I mean, okay. But you know, Lisa and Angie's like, hey, Jen said it. Jen was one that said it. They go back and forth, going up, and I'm just like, girl, Jen probably did say it too. It's a proven lie. So they skip over to the fact that Lisa's son visa got rejected. Now he got to submit it again because he over here showed a shirtless picture of him on a boat. And I'm just like, why? But you know, Lisa's like, girl, at the end of the day, it was what it was. We're gonna do it again. He's in California. He's still speaking Spanish, so he's gonna get ready to go over there. You know, right now he's just chilling, right? So we get on Heather's obsession with Lisa's son's mission, right? And like I said before, I feel like Heather is church hurt, and I feel like she's jealous / mad that, you know, she's not a part of the religion, and I feel like she felt pushed out and, you know, have abandonment from the church and the members who she probably looked at as a family. So I feel like Heather probably, you know, wrote the book, did all that in retaliation. Like, you know what? I loved you guys. I had all this love. And now, you know, I'm still a Mormon. Because she didn't say she's not part of the church. But I still feel like Heather is a Mormon. But she is a bad Mormon. Right. That's still her religion. That's still her faith. But, you know, she left the church. It don't mean that she left the religion. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Child. I get why Lisa didn't tell her, like, we weren't cool and you came from a negative place. Like, you had a bad experience. So why would I want to have my son have the same bad experience? So no. So the ladies go on lunch. Monica meets with Mary. And Mary's like, look, I got your back. If they ain't letting you talk, I got your back. So we cool. We come back from commercial. Mary, she makes her return.
Hi, Andy.
Great to see you at a reunion. We missed you.
Andy, are
Yes.
you gonna make me pay for that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Andy basically asked her, like, you know, Mary, you didn't come to the last reunion from season 2, so what's the Z? I understand why Mary didn't come. You got this whole crazy lady coming from me this whole season about stuff that's really not that deep. Then come to find out that she was over here supporting Trump, talking about BLM, just being very aggressive. And I just didn't like the fact the way that woman came at Mary the whole time. So if Mary didn't feel comfortable, she didn't feel comfortable. And that's just, I understand where she came from that.
Part of that.
First of all, how I was treated the entire season, and then how things were allegedly said that was completely not true.
I do feel like you're contractually obligated to go to these events, and if you didn't go, I feel like Mary, you know, she got the punishment, as we could say, that she deserved, was not come back from last season, and then she come back for this season. I felt that's basically what it was, right? Andy asked Mary, like, who do you like in this group? She's like, I like Angie, I like Monica, I like Meredith.
So I do like Angie, because Angie can take my toughness. I like Monica.
Yep.
She's pretty.
Yep.
I think she's a good addition. And I love Meredith.
So Mary tells Heather, you know, I was mad about your whole comments about my house. Like, you said all this stuff about my house. And Lisa chimes up and she's just like, okay, so you could say horrible things about us, like inbred, but we say something about your tacky ass house, then it's just like, oh my God.
In your interview. I seen you start talking about my house. Like saying, this is good, you get to tour Mary's house and like making fun.
I feel like Mary not only, you know, she does say stuff to the woman's face, but she holds grudges. And she does not, she feels like she's beyond reproach, right? Lisa and Mary, basically, they go back and forth about, you know, I say stuff to your face, you don't say stuff to my face. And Mary's like, look, we don't even have a friendship. The friendship been dead, so it was what it was. And Lisa's like, it was, so it is. Good.
Everything to people's faces.
I do. What made you wear that necklace? Yeah, bobblehead. You have a mute button? Beautiful girl. Thank you. Don't just eat your life away.
So Whitney basically addresses Mary.
You know, I was nervous.
Whitney's terrified of me.
I was grateful to have the opportunity to try to resolve things with her.
About, you know, wanting a better relationship with her. And Mary basically just like, girl, I'm good. And Andy's just like, you know, Whitney, why did you call her a predator? And to be honest, I'm not gonna hold you. Season 1, the blogs and YouTubers were on Mary, and they were talking about a lot of stuff about Mary's church being a cult, her over here taking their money, she over here calling her church members like poor, all this stuff. So that's what that people were saying. So I felt the Housewives just picked it up because Mary was talking her stuff. So it's just like, we're gonna throw it back at you.
Came out about you was not what we were saying. It was in the press, it was in the news.
That's not true. And like I said, there's a lot of things that came out about you guys.
Right? But I do feel like it was wrong for her, you know, Whitney to say that, right? So Mary then calls Whitney racist. And she's like, I do think you're racist, because she tweeted. And I'm just like, dang. Like, but Whitney asked her, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, did I say or do anything to you to make you feel that way? Mary's like, no.
Yeah, I did.
You believe that Whitney's racist?
I do. I have not personally done or said anything to you.
Okay, well, that's important.
Of that nature.
Has she?
No.
She was like, you know, the Mormon church basically is rooted in, you know, racism and, you know, this, that, and the third, blah, blah.
Can somebody ask me?
No.
There is Mormon doctrine. Mormon doctrine is rooted in racism.
No, it is not.
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now. Because why is it that the group...
Mormon church today is
So Andy, you know, asked Mary, you know, how do you feel about Monica's exposure to being reality volunteers? Because, mind you, Monica did say it's partly true. She said the only thing she did was expose Jen stuff. So Monica was a part, but Monica's basically saying that she wasn't the only one a part. Just want to clarify that for the people that are hard of hearing in the back. So Mary said that, you know, it was over the top. And Lisa said, like, would you care if Monica called you a dumb bitch? And Mary's like, not really.
I thought it was a little bit over the top. Like, it was a little much with how they treated her and how they pushed her out.
I'm like, girl, you hold grudges, stop. So Lisa tells Heather, she's like,
Play the audio.
Monica's like, okay, y'all can get audio because you dumb bitches have nothing else better to do with your life.
No one called. No, I'm saying, come on. Yeah, get the audio from my best friend because you bitches. I didn't get anything from your best friend.
And I'm just like, look who's talking. You secretly recorded, followed, stalked another woman, her home and her family, while your kids are at home. But you want to sit up here and talk about y'all had nothing else better to do. Now, like I said before, because someone came under my last video talking about I was a hater of Monica. I don't think I've hated on Monica. I gave my opinion of what I saw, and I gave her her props, and I gave her the shit that she did weird. You cannot tell me her following, stalking, recording, taking pictures of someone else's life, family is not weird. Now, was Jen wrong for all the stuff that she did? Hell yeah, and she's over here serving her time. Period. But for y'all to be like, oh, you're a hater, I'm gonna be what it's gonna be. But I'm not gonna be like some of these other people that watch a show and pick and choose and point certain things and just like ignore everything else. It's like we watch the same show. I see blue, everybody else see blue, but the select people start to see purple. For what reason, I don't know. But I'm gonna give Monica her props every time. But I'm also gonna hold her accountable for the weird stuff that she did. Period. But, you know, they played the audio. It was really irrelevant. It was nothing. I mean, we heard this in my last video.
That girl right there did.
I called her a snake.
Who? You. This is about you. This is about you. No, it's not.
Monica tells Heather, you know, your blank blank is reality volunteers. And I feel like she said hairdresser allegedly, but we don't know. But that's another thing. And she's just like, it's 6 people involved. Girl, it could be 1, 2, 6, 25 people. I don't give a fuck. You were still a part of it. So you can't say that this one person was it and not this other person. Do I feel like there's more people? Yeah, there could be. I can give her that. But you were still a part of it. So what is the validity of that? They're not in this group. You are. So we're questioning you. Right? So that's why I just feel with Monica. It's like, girl, just own this shit. Like, it's irritating. So hopefully next episode she do, it'll be great. But y'all, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? The sour candy all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got